Alrighty. Oh goddamn, y'all are early. You clutched Ibis, or you clean? Nice. Very nice. Hello there, everyone. Hello there, Crow, Tristan, Gamer. Welcome to Humble Abode. Good evening indeed. Just adjust my microphone. Bang, chillin'. Alright, got the two builds from the last Requiem video comments to take a look at. Incredibles. Got a heavyweight boy and a not so heavyweight boy. Lasers and bubbles and melee. Very neat weapons. There we go. Alright, how y'all doing this fine evening? I hope y'all's doing well. Alright. Let's play around with this build for a little second. Chillin'? Hell yeah. Sounds like a plan. Alright. Alright, so laser drones are pretty nice. I do like that this build is close range, which pairs very nice with the drones. A lot of people use drones in more ranged builds, because they do go out from like almost any range that you can lock onto, much like missiles. Even charge them up to go even faster. And that's always neato. But thing is, at range, when the enemy's constantly either moving away from you or towards you, because you know you're long range moving away from them, or they're running, they're always on the move, and they're always moving out of your drone. So the chances are, unless they're slow, big, you're not going to get a whole lot of value out of it. But in close range, when you're constantly either dancing around in circles or something like that, you're chasing after them, keeping them in one place, your drones are going to be able to do a lot. Especially if you're close range, high stagger, you stagger them, standing still, taking every shot. It's great. Absolutely brilliant that can be. So I like them on a close range build, very heat. Although I usually just go with the bullet orbit Huxley anyway, but I mean, we actually have the laser orbit here, so can you still do the tech? You can. I wonder if they'll ever change that. You just unlock, relock, unlock, relock, resets the fire range. Not exactly the most practical thing to do in PvP, but it is pretty cool. Hello there, young. Welcome to Humble Abode. Bubble to cause damage to the AC, and the pulse blade, or the pulse shield. Is it pulse shield? Laser blade to then and drones for build up pressure. Gotcha. Gotcha. Verito. Can't wait for the heavy boy. Aye, we have your heavy boy lined up indeed. We shall indeed take a look at him. Heavy builds are pretty fun. It's always better to make them a little, if you can make them lighter and stronger, or just a little weaker in terms of defenses, but much faster with similar damaging weaponry, then it's always a good time. Alright, so let's think. So we're gonna have to be close range. The constant damage from our laser is nice. We're just doing like no impact. Now this is a good melee for outside of stagger. However, it is very slow and telegraphed and a little inconsistent. One of the more inconsistent blades. But its mini stagger on each consecutive swing is always pretty nice to have, especially against big boys. You stun them, hit them again, all that stuff with lots of stagger. That is always neat, although there might be better alternatives. I would say explosive thrower is better in this regard. We don't get the melee damage, yeah, and technically it's a little heavier. But it will be a lot more reliable, especially getting that stagger build-up, which will always be nice. It's tough. Tough. Indeed. Bubbles are definitely a choice. Wouldn't really change the bubble to anything else. Because there's actually only two options. Melee. So what do you think about, because some of our other weapons not really doing a whole lot of stagger damage or impact damage anyway. We're not really thinking about our melee as a stagger punish. this will more or less fit the role of, yeah, outside of stagger. And there's only so many weapons I can do that super effectively, this being one of them. Lance, hammer, pulse blade's pretty nice. Moonlight's also pretty damn epic sauce. Oscillator's alright, but very dodgeable, unless you're using like Kinkaku. Laser slicer, nope. Dagger, pretty much nope. Big wind up. Stun baton is not even considerable. Chainsaw, nope. Explosive thrower, hell yeah. Probably the best for it. And because of that, I think I'm going to throw it on. Keep the bubbles. Drones. Drones are neat. I think... yeah, we could keep them. That's fine. Close range is close range. To help build up a little more stagger, I think I'm going to go with the orbit. Yeah, the bullet orbit. Or the Huxley anyway. Yeah. Now for parts. Parts are always the easiest part in terms of optimization, as their stats just reflect it. They don't work too differently. So we'll go 44D for your safety. We'll probably either switch it to one of the big three or not, depending on what we do. Now, switching the core is probably going to result in us having to change the gen, as our gen's currently 20B, to get max out of our bubbles. I don't believe the generator scales with the laser orbit damage. We could theory craft that. We could check. Yo, my wrist has been busted for the last few weeks. Unable to comment on your streams. What's good? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that happened. But hey, you seem to have recovered. Very epic sauce indeed. Welcome to Humble Abode, my friend. Welcome to Humble Abode. Alright. Actually, yeah, I want to test that. Alright, so... I don't think it does? Oh, I could be wrong. Haven't tested it in a long time. Let's see. Alright, how much damage naturally? 148. Yeah, I'm guessing it does not. Well, we'll just change it down. Yep, 148. Alright, very nice, very nice. Yeah, with that logic, the other laser drones also won't. Alright, let's go with the orbit, get more impact. Now we're getting laser and impact. There we got physical over here, or explosive and physical. And then laser and bubble. Energy and kinetic. Very heat, or rather kinetic and explosive and pulse and laser. Very neato. Alright, sounds good there, Crow. We'll be waiting for ya. Oh my god, it is the Beetle. The Beetle boy, Keith Rautaro. Hello there, Beetle. Hello. If y'all are into Dead by Daylight content, my friend here in the chat right now, Keith, aka Beetle Boy, he'll be streaming over on Twitch. I'll be sure to give him a shout out and recommendation once he's all set up. He's gonna be streaming Dead by Daylight. Very entertaining fellow, that guy. That guy Beetle is also gonna be in a Rainbow Six Siege video I'm making. That will be out this week. That should be fun. Very fun times indeed. TTV Beetle Boy, that's true. That is the exact Twitch. That is exactly it. No problemo, my friend. No problemo. Should be fun. Should be good times. Alright. So this build is naturally 310, which isn't too shabby, and that's because of our booster. I don't know why the P10. Why? Why? The max quick boost unit consumption is very nice, but the thrust is nothing. What's our quick boost speed? 304. Damn, that's not very fast. So yeah, we're gonna upgrade that for sure to a better close range. Hell, the god of close range boosters, the Alula. Now we're all the way up to nearly 350 speed. That's crazy. All right, Ocellus for sure. Although now we don't need to keep these arms. We could actually opt for better arms, which is dope. Which is probably gonna be in the ephemera because they're pretty much the best. They're the lightest, most durable arms outside of Basho, in most cases anyway. Yeah, we're not even dropping our speed by very much. Although now we're gonna change the core, and that might change things a little bit. But given our last speed being 310, we can honestly pack on a lot of muscle. Preferably I want to get to 330, as we're going to have to be a little maneuverable, but as long as our boost speed's around 350-ish, maybe a little higher would be nice, but not bad, not bad. Alright. We'll pack on a little more weight, go for Mind Alpha, as Mind Alpha's pretty much just a better HAL. Booster Lula, Gen 20C. We can definitely afford it. We should get some nice damage out of our bubbles too. Yeah, why not? Alright. Weapons locked in. We can change the head because we might as well. Core looking good. Alright, yeah. This build looking pretty epic sauce. What y'all think? I think it shall be very epic sauce indeed. How many dodges do we get with this current capacity? Damn, that recharges fast. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, about 5. 5 to 6 technically, but the recharge or the reload isn't entirely generous, but I mean with a build like this you don't necessarily need to, because we're gonna have to stand still to take a trade anyway, so that recharge pretty quick. I likes it, me likes it indeed. Alright, this build is concluded. Let's move on to the heavy boy. The heavy lad. Roy. Now let's give it the Requiem paint and be onward. Onwards and upwards. Boom. Alright, same speed. Actually, we're a little faster, more durable. Hell yeah. That's actually a really cool weapon setup. Hell yeah, dude. Bubbles seem dope. Bubbles are pretty neat. They're not the worst, for sure. They can be pretty devastating with a good gen to boost their damage. And yeah, they're neat. They're definitely neat. Got a bit of a question for you. Do energy weapons have no recoil or just very little recoil? On the contrary, there's some counterparts to kinetic weapons that are laser that actually have higher recoil. For example, the Rensetsu RF, which is like arguably, at least in my opinion, and some other good players' opinions, so this is like the best, or at least top 3 best kinetic rifles in Zagame, but it only has what's it called, 12, wow, I always highball it, 12 recoil, which is incredibly low, allowing the Bastio arms to handle them, which have like the lowest recoil outside of the Jailbreaker, which are just the Bastio but worse, which is great. And their counterpart to this in terms of laser or energy based weaponry would be the LRA, and this has 30, so it has a lot higher. So yeah, energy weapons don't inherently have lower recoil. They just have higher bullet velocity. I think lasers have the highest velocity outside of some charged plasma weapons, such as the, what's it called, Fasan. Fasan's charged velocity is insane. But it's probably the same speed as most charged laser cannons as well, and the stun needle launcher. Although probably a little faster than the stun needle launcher. So yeah, energy weapons usually have very fast travel time, other than Coral, which isn't technically energy damage, and it's its own, and Plasma. Most plasma weapons, they're natural fired shots, have very slow travel speed, or bullet velocity. Yeah, so yeah, laser weapons do not inherently have low recoil. Just varies from weapon to weapon, indeed. Alright, but yes. We saved this one over this one, yep. Alright, big boy. Taking a look at the heavy boy with double heavy machine guns. You gotta love it. Do like seeing these more than the miniguns, as these are pretty much just the better variants of them, especially if you want to play more medium to close range, which with our FCS, we do. Alright. So this is a big boy. I'm surprised. I see a lot of Bashu head on just like pure health and stability. Does have max health, which is great, but getting a nice mix of health and stability. Oh, you can't even run the Varel on this. That's why it makes sense. Probably because of our main dish core. All right. It's gonna be interesting. Surprised I'm not seeing the Bristle booster, but I guess we're not close range. But still, having the boost to even get into the medium range would be nice. You're getting stunned for long periods of time, long periods of was an issue. So I tried, yeah, a large period of time was the issue. So I tried raising the stability. I see. Well, with 1900 stability, you are definitely chilling. You can't exactly shrug off an assault armor yet, but you're fucking close. You pretty much will if you're on the outer ring of it. I think assault armor does 2500 stability or 24. Something like that. 23? Yeah, something like that. Actually, I could check right now. Where's assaults? 2,000 impact. Okay, so just almost. Yeah, definitely if you're in the outer rings, you'll just be able to shrug it off and not to give a damn. Alright, let's see. What can we do? So the soup. Most times I see the soup on ACs, I just think about the a natural upgrade of just switching it to the siege missile launcher, as they'll have similar reloads or similar times before firing again. I know that the soup fires out 3 times and then goes on its 8-second reload versus this shooting out and then going on 6. But thing is, although it kind of feeds into, I kind of like the soup on heavier builds as well, because that's the thing about the soup missiles. They're not really good close range missiles. Another cool thing, another learning curve about game knowledge in the game and game weapons, as I like how the different missiles, like Javelin Beta is a long range or medium to long range missile, not close range. Close range is where it can work, but most of the times it won't. Vertical plasma can work anywhere. The 10 or 6 cell work incredibly good at close range. Split missiles medium long range, and the soup is also a long range missile, despite me seeing it a lot on close range builds. It can work at, like, all missiles can work at any range, but they're better for certain things. The soups are super good for people trying to run away from you. The missiles just work so well going after someone versus going after someone longer range that's trying to run from you instead of coming towards you. Because when they're coming towards you, chances are they'll dodge it more effectively, and the missiles won't have as much time to adapt. But, you know. Afternoon, good sir, indeed. Welcome back to Humble Abode there, CJ. Always good to see ya. So, yeah, I would say as a natural or an overall optimization with switch to the siege missile, they'll do a lot more at any range. They're so fucking good. It's insane. And they'll build up so much stagger for us. Most builds or most people don't exactly dodge it accurately, because it's pretty hard to dodge. And even if they do, chances are they're going to hit by a little bit. If we play our cards right, we can more or less guarantee hitting more than not. If we get in kind of close-ish before and shoot while moving around. If it all comes from one angle, obviously easier to dodge. But since it stands still, we can actually set it up a little bit going to the side. And then it'll be a nice little stream of missiles. But yeah, no, let's switch that to that. That will allow us to run the barrel head. Very nice. Main dish core is neat for stability. It's just so goddamn heavy. Excellent defenses, though. Booster efficiency adjust and generator output's not great, but a supply adjust is pretty neat. Keep the arms for now. Yeah, ultimately I just want to make this build work more versatility, make it more versatile. Which makes me want to change, so 350 speed, that's really, really slow. I want to make this boy work. Let's go with a little bit of a remodeling. I'm gonna try more like medium-ish weight. It's still gonna be heavyweight by all means, but we're gonna try more medium weight variant of this boy. Rosal booster, which will help us get lots of speed to catch up, as well as get some nice value out of our kinetic. Might as well keep Waltz. So we're running Ephemera now. NGI, yes sir. Pulse armor, yes sir. So the 370 speed still. 370 boost speed, which is kind of not great. But our assault should be something impressive. We'll change it. We'll see. Also, might change the LCB to the diffuse or LCS, depending. The charge is really good as a stagger punish, indeed. But preferably, I want to make this guy big enough that he can still, you know, handle all these weapons, do a lot of good damage. But preferably be fast enough to dodge other big boys, as well as be quick enough to catch up to more rat-like opponents, indubitably. Alright, so what's our assault boost speed looking like right now? 430. Alright, alright, with the 500 shuffle. Nice. Alright. How fast could we get if we change this to diffuse? Don't get crazy speed, but it's not horrible. Yeah, I do like how the charge diffuse looks functions more like actual beam rather than this normal shot cannon or normal shot shotgun spread. So you might miss some of it and not get your full damage out, which isn't the worst, as it does like double the damage of the LCS, or around like 0.50, but I think it's double. Oh, she will go here. So if we land, preferably, if we land at all, it's a lot of Stieg. Get some Diffuse. Could charge up ahead of time for the nice stagger punish, but it's better, honestly, in any case, and seeing this in like tournaments and all that good stuff, it's always better to just use the normal shots of your laser cannons over and over versus the charged. Unless, of course, your charge is exactly just a stagger punish, getting the damage as fast as possible, that's good. But if you're kind of, you know, just charging off the rip and trying to get a raw hit with it, if you miss, you're on cooldown instantly. If you hit, sure, it's a lot of stagger, that's great. But then you're going to stagger them, and then you get some damage off versus, you know, hit them a couple times normally with your other weapons, then they're staggered, then you hit them with charge. That's always great. Basically, always better to use the normal variant. Just always, that's way more DPS, which is always great. We were seeing the last, what's it called, placement tournament that I made a video on. The ending fight was between a like tried and true LARPster, LCS, LCB, snail body versus a very similar looking build made dish core, barrel head, snail legs, tang arms, double zims, double LCB. Thing is, LCB man was constantly using his charges. Technically, his charges do a lot more damage than the LCS's, but because of the DPS by the LARPster build, it just was way too much over time. As if you miss your charge attack, it's just on cooldown and you have nothing else. But if you just keep on hitting them over and over and over with the normal attack, you'll build up way more damage than you would do with the charge attack, as you can shoot 4 of these before that cools down versus just the 1 of the charge. And the charge is only going to do like double the damage. So you're getting 2 for 1, sure, but if you miss that 2 for 1, now you're on cooldown instantly instead of getting your 4, and then that's just huge. At least it's my thought process. The laser cannon is meant for punishing? Yeah, getcha. Got a build for you to look at if you got the chance, for sure, man. I'll definitely take a look after we upgrade this build, or after we finish upgrading this build. Alright. So what else can we do to improve this build's overall performance? Ideally, I'd like to get the boost speed. See, the Bristle Booster, I do like it. I don't use it on a lot of builds, only because, yeah, sure, it's assault boost is max, which means you can close the distance a lot. But, just when you build your build, you put all your eggs in one basket for a build. Say it's like, oh, it's a heavy man. We use a bunch of heavy weapons. Just use a Bristle Booster to get close and then do your damage. If you get outspaced or out, dodged, stuff like that, it's a well. That's neat. But I like to maybe make things a little more, give ourselves a little more chance that we can fight all types of builds, whether they're evasive or not. So preferably we're light enough and fast enough to catch up to more elusive lighter boys, as well as we have a nice boost speed to dance around other lights as well as boost around heavy boys as well. Be more adaptive indeed. So if we switch to a Lula, we don't lose too much of our assault boost speed. We get way more natural thrusts, boosting up to 290, which is great, as well as our boost speed, a quick boost speed anyway, goes up to 330, which is actually pretty sick. That should be enough if we dodge ahead of time, as you always should, to dodge other people using lasers like us. Because pretty much the higher your boost, the more distance you go, and the more distance you go is how harder or more time it's going to take for their FCS to lock onto you again. Of course, if you're in their range, it's a little harder than not, but still, most epic nonetheless. And honestly, our reload doesn't matter too much in terms of our boost, as if we continue the trend of kind of boosting, shooting our laser, boosting, shooting our laser, we'll be following a very formulaic type of pattern anyway, so we don't really need to worry about our booster reload not giving us the time to a spam boost all the time, as we're going to need to stop to shoot this anyway. Yeah, alright. Now, I like the heavy machine guns, and they're definitely the best pick for this type of thing. However, we might be better off with things like the estrogens. We'll get a lot lighter, while we're doing way more stagger. Not as much damage, though, which means our big damage is still going to come from our cannon, which isn't entirely necessary. We could just double up on laser cannons and then switch these to the estrogens. And then we're doing, yeah, because honestly, I'll be making a video pretty soon about the build I'll be kind of referencing every now and again. Yo, avocado toast, welcome to Humble Abode. Howdy doody. I'm making a video on a build right now, working on it, my PvP build, and returning to making PvP builds. And my idea for it is like remastering, reimagining the Larbster high DPS build, splitting the damage just like, well, not like just like this, but maybe if we switched this to this, it will be the same thought of durable parts, quick enough to keep up with the lighter boys, but high DPS on the shoulders, so laser, and then high impact on the primaries. So you're doing a bunch of damage and impact at very fast and strong bursts of damage, and that will preferably keep people in stun locks. So with that type of mentality, we could switch these to these, and if you close the distance to close range, which we're gonna have to be with these machine guns, you be doing fucking damage and stagger. That could be pretty nice. Fucking that little man. That could be pretty nice. Oh, this build looks derpy. It is. It is very derpy, drippy, everything. Welcome to humble abode of their sparring club. Also, hello, I'm back being trash in A rank. In A rank, I see. It's fucking heat, dude. I'll be in A rank here in a second. Indubitably. Why do you say indeed a lot? Just do, man. I do be saying it a lot indeed. Some say it is that of the Ricky Rats to say indeed, and I would agree with that. Indeed. Because he's dope, indubitably. Aye, indeed. Fasan for the shoulders, maybe? As a stagger punch, that would be neat. However, we're not going to get enough burst. Fasan's definitely a playstyle, for sure. Oh, nice. We got a build here for Arrow. Very nice, very nice, very nice. You're all good, mate. Is that my build? It is your build, indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Yo, Zane. You miss anything? Nah, not too much. We just finished up the second build. The lines of your build. We have not looked at your build quite yet. You posted a build in the group a few days ago. I gotcha, gotcha. Wow, speech is speech. When you make a build, do you focus on the look of it or how effective it is? Just effective. Yeah, how effective it is. Purely competitive optimization in PvP. Because anything that can really work in PvP will definitely work in PvE. Although in PvE you don't have to be as optimal in every area, for sure. But you know, style is nothing, has no priority at all. As that is probably the best way to just get it down to performance in indubitably. You do have a stupid build? Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking awesome. I have the most goated build to fix up. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Sounded like epic sauce. Alright, now let's spruce this boy up a little bit. Let's lighten him up. Overburden day. Yeah. This is going to be kind of tough. Although, if we switch our arms to Basho, yeah, we're chilling. Alright, 305 with a boost speed of 340. Not horrific. Indubitably. Yeah. Lula, Celis, Coral for sure. I'm highly doubt if we can run Sentai. Yep, nope. That's fine though. Coral's still epic as fuck. Alright, and there he is. There's that boy. Alright, we exceed speeds of 400 when boosting. Very hit, very hit. What's our subway speed? 460 or 453. Nice. Dang, with a dash speed of like 700, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, our shuffle speed of 700. Looks a bit mid-weighty. Oh, for sure. Do you make lore for your main builds? Not necessarily, although I do tend to base them off certain things. Like whether that's like characters from fiction or other than that. Not exactly cosplay, but kind of. Like inspired from them. So they'll have similar looks and stuff like that. But not too much lore now. No, no, no. Like, yeah, I have pretty much like my kind of cosplay builds, or cosplay inspired builds. Some are just straight up cosplays. This one's Made in Heaven from JoJo's. Although obviously, you know, just kind of looks and has a similar feel. Just fucking speed and godlike power. Very heat, very heat. This straight up cosplay Optimus Prime. Megatron. War Machine, Marvel's War Machine. Godspeed, DC Comics, at least inspired from. Just meant to be super fast and electrical. Iron Man. That's not an, this is not a fucking, that's just green eggs for the 3v3 tournament. Alright, let's give this man's the Requiem paint and be on to the next build. But I gave my latest build I'm making the video on a Norse look. Lots of Norse runes on him and stuff like that. Very neat, very neat. Let's discard the paint. I'm fucking invincible. Alright. There we go. Alrighty. Not as durable indeed, but still within the same durability bracket. And much, much faster. With much more consistent weaponry indeed. Definitely went a little more close range. But hey. These weapons are much better at close range anyway. All of them. But yeah. Impact and lasers, still the main theme. Indubitably. Yeah, I can't wait. Honestly, I would hope soon we get like a patch in this game where they like change up a lot of the stats of the parts, more balancing. Because as goated as all of these parts are, you will see them on a lot of builds, optimized anyway, as they are just fucking insane for what they're meant to be. And that can get a little repetitive for some people, I'm sure. So yeah, I would like to see some balancing changes to the parts in due time. Is that OP from Transformers? It is. It is very OP from Transformers. I remember when that was your best build. What, Godspeed or something like that? Yeah. Godspeed and Made in Heaven performed extremely well. They still are not too bad. They're pretty alright. But now, the latest build I'm working on, the one that's for the video, that one's my best build by far. Out of any build I've ever worked on, it is the strongest, no doubt. In fact, I'm going to talk to Hopeless, streaming buddy here in Armored Core. Streams on Twitch. I think I have him linked in the description of this stream as well. I think I'm going to try to do a test with him for the video as well. I want to like test my build, against all of like the main meta archetypes, like fucking Larpster, BVO, stuff like that, Kite, Rat. I want to see that. I think that'd be pretty cool. I wish there was a way to share codes for builds between platforms. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, and again, another thing I want to announce, fucking, what's it called? Me and Hopeless, the guy that's mentioned, streamer, we're going to be doing a stream/podcast. We're both going to be live streaming, and we're going to be doing kind of podcast series that we'll be sure to upload videos based on, and stuff like that. We'll be talking about things in the game space, all the cool stuff, lots of stuff where you guys can come in, add your own input. We'll be doing stuff like testing out builds, cool stuff. I was thinking about an idea in where like we make a build of ours that we want to test and like, you know, get as good as possible and evolve it. So we would have you guys as viewers in the chat recommend builds and even give us your very own builds for us to recreate and throw at the build we're trying to make better. I think that could be very cool and interactive. Yeah, but share codes would be cool if they were like all platform. It'd be cool if we had a like a website and where you could put a code in and it would transfer it or like decipher it for each platform. Oh, Ace invited me. Heat. That reminds me, I forgot to go on a pure offline mode, but that's alright. Harris Jab Alpha San, Trano, Terreno. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, brother. All right, but here I'm gonna scroll up a little bit, and we had a build submitted to us a second ago. Along with that build, what are your thoughts on the AC6 co-op mod? Oh yeah, and Invasions. I know you are on Xbox, but figured I'd get your pulse on the mix-up for the PvP scene. Aye. So yeah, dude, that co-op mod is so cool. I really wish it was just in the base game. Man, like that would have made this game so much more popular and continue this longevity much further. I think anyway. If it had co-op, invasions, all the cool stuff, because man, like Elden Ring came out, took the world by storm for like so long, for like 6 months straight. This game came out, did pretty damn alright. Everyone started playing it for a little bit, but only like really got some good attention for like a month or two, and then other games came out, and it wasn't as big, which makes sense. I mean, it's Armored Core, it's not Souls, but if it had some more Souls elements like harder bosses, co-op, invasions, stuff like that, I think it would have been so much better. Hopefully they take the popularity of the co-op mod, and implement it in their next Armored Core. Perhaps Armored Core 6 Cents or something like that. That's my dub for the next Armored Core game. Given they always do a Armored Core 4, Armored Core 4 Answers, stuff like that. Verdict Day 5. Good stuff. You shall call the dibs after Zane? Damn. Alright, gotcha. I have a pretty fun build I sort of want to see optimized. Feel free to put in the back of the line. I see. We'll definitely get to your build, mate. We got the time of the world on our side. The invade system in the co-op mod is so good. Oh, yeah. And it also fits the Armored Core lore. Exactly, dude. That's what I've been... I'm so confused as to why they didn't just take that opportunity to do it. Maybe that'd be too risky. As a lot of people like not review bombed, but a lot of people like reviewed the game being like, oh, it's too like Souls. This is an Armored Core. This is fucking Cyber Souls, yada yada. Which Cyber Souls sounds fucking awesome. I've been wanting that as well. That's the closest thing we got to it, I guess. But yeah, people like are, put off by it being too much like Souls, but I think it's just goated. I love Souls. Can't get enough of it, but yeah, no. But yeah, no, makes so much sense with the lore, right? Just imagine like you're in a mission and there's boom, and enemy mercenaries enter the combat zone. Prepare, motherfucker, or die. That'd be so cool. It'd be so radical. All right, but yeah, I'm getting way off topic. Let me scroll up and find Heroes build. Blood Rush. Cool name. All right. 60 PRL. 60 PRL. It's a plasma, right? PRL. Oh, for the left arm. Yeah, I get you. It's like there's no L in that one. LLA. Lance. LCDs. Double LCD build again. Nice. Well, I guess, we made that last one an LCD build. What else? Head. 44A. 44A? Sure. What the hell? These are all VE44A core. What? What platform do you do these builds on? Seeing if I need to post a code or go off a parts list. I'm on Xbox. Indeed. I do be on Xbox. I would say you could look at the bottom of the screen to see my inputs is A, B, Y, and that's Xbox, but I understand on PC you can still just plug in a controller, and I think it gives you that same display anyway, so I get you. Formatting got messed up, my bad. Yeah, a little bit. I imagine 44D head and snail head and core. Okay. I get you. I thought you were maybe saying like 40D head and 40A core, but I get you. Snail head and core. So barrel head, 40A. Gotcha. What else we got? I'm guessing snail arms as well. VE40A arms. Yeah, I guess snail arms as well. VP46 arms. Yeah. 46S. 46s. I'm guessing. VP46. Ah, 46D? 46S. There we go. Okay, I'm like. Alright. Legs dessert. Gotcha. Booster Kankaku. Okay. Alright. FCS Talbot. Gen VE20C. Very nice. What else? Expansion Assault Armor. Very nice. Alright, we got it. Alright, is this your build? I believe we got everything right. Max rush speed with Lance. I'm actually interested to see the speed increase with Kankaku and Lance. Does it actually speed it up? I don't think I've ever really tested that. I would figure it wouldn't, as that would be kind of wacky, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so we reached like 1100 speed there. What if we switch the booster to, say, SPD? Back it up. About the same speed, technically. Does the normal attack get a speed boost then? It travels the same distance, I checked. Yeah, it seems to be the same speed. Turn into a rocket. Ah, indeed. Can you even melee cancel with the lance, I wonder? Never tried that either. You kind of can, but not very effectively. Either that or just a no what it is, a reload's just fucking dog. I think you kind of can, but not to like a great effect. As I think the attack is something here. Know what? What am I doing? I need to save this as a thing anyway. 450N, if I recall correctly. Gotcha. Alright, well here. Oh, I don't think SPD. Yep. Alright, Kankaku. Gonna save him so we have our before and after. I would go back in. Before we go back, I want to test with a lighter boy. Real quick, like. Because now we actually have reload. I want to see if you can actually like effectively melee cancel with the lance individually. Shortfall. There we go. Alright, let's see it. Yeah, basically. Can't do with the charge attack really though, but can't do with the fucking power bunker either, so it makes sense. It's like one of the it's an interesting weapon where you fucking cancel with the alright, interesting. So with this, I'm thinking it would scale. Yeah, because right now we reach like 700 as a max. And with Kankaku, we reach 900. Alright, so the normal attack does scale. But what about the normal? Or the charge anyway. Alright, so I still think 1100 was our max. 1200. Well, that's actually not a great test because this also has really high, actually, no, it doesn't. Right, it's high, other stats in quick boost and thrust. No, same speed. Alright, so yeah, the charge attack does not scale with the, booster's thrust, but the normal, of course, does. as you can actually feint it. You were 15 seconds behind there, Zane. I see. I see. Alright, yep, can confirm. Kankaku not to scale with the normal lance. Or the charged, anyway. Alright. Gotcha. Alright, so heavier weight lance with double LCSs. Or LCDs. Interesting build to be sure. Alrighty. Assault armor, I'll just ahead of the time switch it to pulse. It's gonna be way more useful in more scenarios. This plasma rifle. I usually always upgrade this to just the nebula, as despite its cooling being a little bit worse and its fire rate being a little slower, it is much lighter. And its charge attack is way better. Well, I suppose its charge attack, like a shotgun blast, is nice with this, but you'll get more damage out of your actual AoE with the nebula. Oh, good to know. Kinda disappointed, but good to know. It would be cool if it did boost the speed, although it would be fucking OP. That would be so fucking naughty. So my turn next, yeah? Yep, sure thing, Zane. Hey, Green, got 2 builds for you. Check it out. Gotcha. I'll definitely take a look indubitably. Alright. So this build, or this weapon, I imagine its purpose is to build some initial stagger so that your lance itself stagger breaks, even if you don't hit it all the way. We'll have to stand still to fire it anyway, which can be kind of rough. If that's the case, things like bazookas or things to do other high stagger burst wise will be a little bit better. As the travel time of plasma isn't very high naturally, so you'd want things like bazookas or like a shotgun to do the first bursts of damage. And the Zem can prolong the stun. So say we, oh yeah, imagine that. Say we did this. Prolong stagger, do a bit of damage, and just blast them. As a shot from a Zim, hell, any shotgun from what I understand, will actually, just like a punch, it will prolong the stagger, it will extend it. Not indefinitely, you can't just keep spamming over and over to keep them in the stun, but it will at least give you a little more time to charge up anything. So say if you're using like a chainsaw build or what have you, you need to switch to it. You don't want them to get out of the stagger quick. Although if you do damage in any other way, or you do a follow-up damage with like another machine gun, they will get out of the stun faster. Which is a good thing to know if you see the enemies getting out of your stagger a lot, like way too quickly. It's either that you're doing another bit of damage to them, that's getting them out quicker before you do whatever else you have lined up, or the game just fucking you over. The game does sometimes not work completely and screw you up a little bit. But this is a combo is actually fucking nice. I like it. I like it a lot. We just need to make it more achievable, methinks. Green, are you, oh god, are you ready to make the most important choice of your life and join the Helldivers? I am not ready yet. I'm a coward. I'm doing my part. Nah, but I'm not ready yet. I don't have the game yet. But I will definitely join the Helldivers in due time, as I'll probably acquire it, as my friend, who also has a PlayStation, is thinking about getting it. And if he gets it, we're game sharing, and I will get it. And that will be epic. And we'll definitely play it. Might make a video on it, who knows? A little bit of fun and moments, indubitably. Planning on making like a funny moment Rainbow Six Siege video here pretty soon. Showcasing the greatest 1v1 and 1v2s you've ever seen this side of the Mississippi. Should be fun. I'll wait a little while until I put my build forward. Yeah, for sure, man. Don't want to get it buried under discussion. Indeed. Laser lance to get close. Plasma rifle to harass and finish off. T armor makes sense. Yeah, plasma's very good for that. Uncharged shotgun blasts. Call. Let's change to the get point blank. Get point blank stagger. If not already, then finish off with charge LCD. Call. So interesting that you use this lance just to make distance and stuff like that. I get you, I get you. I mean, it is good to do that, especially with such a heavy boy. However, once you get so close, they might just already be getting away, or they might just dodge your upcoming attacks as you are a big boy, and they might not be as such big. But if they are not, then, you know, good old trades will occur. It's 3 punches per hand, then they get out of it, often stunned, but until then, very fun stun lock that lasts like 30 seconds. And somehow isn't annoying when you get hit by it. Just make sure I'm in the squad and we good. But of course. Indubitably. Let us think. So I like this synergy of weapons. We can extend stagger. All the cool stuff. I understand I have the plasma for the terminal armor, although it's not entirely necessary. It is neat, and it does make getting the last hit real quick easier, as their hitbox is so big, and it will linger and do the last hit. But so would a shotgun spread, just one low bullet hits. It's great, even if it ricochets. Absolutely epic. Or you just run into them. Good times anyway. Alright, but yes. Alright, so with a combo like this of lance into double charge LCDs, or, you know, boost to get close, fire shotgun LCDs, dodge around, all that good stuff. Tons of cool variety in terms of combo potential. I like this weapon setup. Now I just kind of want to slim him down to make it more achievable, because our current boost speed is only 280, which is dog poo poo. We can't really rely on our normal lance. With the Kinkaku, we can kind of rely on normal lance attacks to close distance, but either way, even with the Kinkaku's max melee assault boost or thrust, we're still slow as shit because we're heavy as fuck. So I tell you what, we're going to get max damage out of our melee, as well as our recoil can handle our gun. We don't have to go entirely down the more medium weight appeal entirely, although it might be more favorable in all honesty. Lula, Celis, 20C for that damage is nice, but our EN's nothing, so we're gonna have to go with Coral. I didn't even pay attention to what our EN was originally. I'm sure it was not incredibly great. Plus Coral has a nice 110 boost in damage, so we're not seeing too much of a drop. Anyway, pulse armor for sure. Alright, so now natural speed is 390 or 290. I wish 390, that'd be insane. But if we change our legs to Mind Alpha, we're too heavy, overburdened. Interesting. Alright. So record of the latest we're gonna get with such equipchon, which is fine, not too bad. Still heavyweight for sure. All right. Extendo stagger. Deletion. Pretty epic. Deletion. 8k damage from this both. That's great. LCD supremacy. LCD's pretty damn good. I take the LCSs over them, but that's a preference of mine, indubitably. Oh man, but damblage. The damblage is mighty. Alright, with that, I think this is pretty solid, indubitably. Our reload isn't too shabby for a heavyweight, the speed of which is insanely good. Pretty epic, indeed. The Kaku boosted the charge speed. Felt like it on PC. I see, I see. It would seem it is not the case. A placebo, indubitably. Alright, within the same durability. Much faster now. A little bit more of a better weapon. Or chill on. Oh, to change the Basho, our overall damage combo might be even way higher. Or technically, it's going to be a little higher. Although we lose a little bit of energy boost speed, or boost damage, but honestly worth it. With our current E load on the other build, although not the most atrocious, still not very good. As in, if our E load's too close to being overboard, over shortfall, then your recharge will be very, very slow of your gen's natural regeneration. You don't really have to worry about it with the coral gen, as you know, it's redline regeneration is what you're going for anyway, which is always going to be epic sauce and hardly gets impacted. But yeah. Alright, next up, Mr. Zane, we can take a look at your build indeed. Alright, let's see. You see, the thing is, it's a lot harder to dodge many small lasers. The one big one, I see. Else fails. You still got the big one. True. Is your build using the core with I see. Ask the same. Getcha. Just tested and got 12,000 peak, so yeah, probably placebo be real. Gotcha. Placebo be real indeed. The legs for this one are so good. They had pretty epic. You edited the comments? Oh, I see. Got a comments. The one you said you'd edit today, Alright, dual MGs, eh? Let's see what we got. Finally made it to one of the streams? Hell yeah, welcome to Humble Abode. Also, originally Assault Armor was in case of Lance near miss. Gotcha. It's pretty heat. Yeah, I like Assault Armor conceptually, and it's very dope just to use, especially when it lands well and you Uno reverse someone. But you know, Pulse Armor is just the more adaptive, pretty much just the best expansion, unless you're going for very specific things like Dagger, or like you said, you nearly miss, you just fucking suicide bomb on them. Good stuff. Let me take a look at mine and I'll give stats. Sounds good. Alright, let's rebuild this boy. Alright, parts, arms, dual, miniguns. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to be upgrading that to, or those two. Earshot laser drones. Basho Tang. Blender. Blender and Varel. Gotcha. Oh, Varel. Tetrapod legs. Aye. Do like your heavy boss. NGI, Walt. Nice, good choices. Generator, NGI as well, and Assault. Alright. So we got him. The baton, epic. Oh dear. Yeah, the baton is kind of fucking epic, man. Alright, here's our boy. Dual Zim Sampu on the right back. Interesting. Heavy damage, quick overload as well. Nice. Very nice indeed. We love our fast boy burst damage boss. Alright, alright, alright. This is gonna be pretty heat. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. So, alright, let's take a look at the actual ranges of this. Ideal range, 114, so close range. Effective range, just outside of a short range, or in medium range, which is actually pretty interesting, but still not gonna work out well, as if we're outside our ideal range. That's just never a good thing, but also we're gonna see some lack in velocity. They're gonna be able to dodge him just by moving, especially if they're a lighter lad, which is not great. So close range is gonna be where we're primarily fighting. Hovering is always a good time. We're on barrel legs, so we can really only get so light. Earshot is epic, but I think we all know what we're upgrading this to. Where is it? Quan G. There it is. Get a lot more use out of it. Laser drones are pretty nice for close range, although a lot of people aren't going to necessarily get super close to you because A, you're slow, B, you're a Tetra, which means you're just going to kick the fuck out of them. So we can't really rely on this being a long-range weapon. So we could go with something more like a missile launcher, whether that's the box missile, Siege, Multi-10, something like that. Let's see. But we want to be medium close range anyway. It's just tough. Super close range weaponry doesn't really blend with builds like these. So we could just go heavier machine guns, get a similar desired effect. Let's go for, I mean, drones are fine. It's just having something more medium to close range, reliably would be a little bit better. Could go Jav. That's always actually a good time. That would mix really good with our bazooka as well, actually. So you have Javelin. Viral head. Back to lighter, which is crazy. Probably to keep this core. Gonna go with femora arms. Pretty much giving it the good old heavy Tetra partless we always do usually. Now, what are y'all saying? The Coro Generator are a little not my taste. They're not for everyone. They're definitely an adjustment. You know, get the appeal. I just love the fact that you don't have to pay attention to your actual regeneration. That's one less thing to focus on, especially when you're focusing on so many other things. Like, you know, the enemy, how they're playing, what they're using, what you're using, cooldowns, yada, yada, yada. Keeping on the connection, whether or not they're kicking you from outer space. Stuff like that. So that's nice. As well as just going with the flow of it, pedal to the metal, they're super good. Coral Gen's super good on builds that need to use a lot of boosting, so close range or close quarters combat, stuff like that. We need to dance around, chase them down, stuff like that. You need as much energy as possible. So you either go with the Coral or the Sentai. And usually, if you're running high DPS like laser weapons, energy weapons, you're not going to have the energy output or the inload to run the Sentai or run it very effectively. So you might as well just run the Coral, because then you're going to get the same amount of capacity. And you don't need to worry about natural regeneration. The downtime when you're redlined is kind of rough, but if you play it right, it shouldn't be too much of a bad time. That is, of course, if you boosted into the air and you're falling down, so you're letting gravity move you and give you evasion. Your reverse joint, so you're jumping to the air. You're standing still to fire your weapons, whether that's bazookas or cannons anyway. Stuff like that. But it's definitely an acquired taste, I say. My body parts are Shade-Eye, All 3 Elba, Lula Booster, Acellus, Magtang, Gen, and Assaultum are very nice, very nice. I wouldn't go full Alula, and the Shade-Eye definitely looks badass. I wish we had more like visor and parts that changed from combat to non-combat mode, but yeah. Very aggressive Tetra, basically, I see. Hammer the assault boost like a brick with, I see. Another gas pedal. Got you good. On the gas pedal. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, never mind. My build wasn't similar at all. I see, I see. Also had a fun time editing Rusty Napalm from a few streams ago. Ended up swapping Napalm launcher for a machine gun or minigun. Kept the Jav. Just swapped the needle gun for Delivery Boy. I see. I wouldn't recommend the Delivery Boy, but, you know, because, you know, the Delivery Boy is a little too OP. You don't want to be called a meta slave now, do you? You despise autocorrect, man? I agree. Autocorrect is a menace. It's a menace. A fraud. A sham. Blind the target with flamethrower while keeping pressure on with a minigun / machine gun. Hell yeah. Then launch the missiles under cover of the flames. Exactly. I love javelin flamethrower synergy. You just have a fucking subtle missile pulling off the master flank while there's in the smoke of the fire, the blindness. It's good times. Alright, so we're gonna keep the legs for sure. Boosters, hell yeah. Waltz, I mean, yeah, we might as well. Coral booster, yes sir. Pulse armor, yes. Harm. I mean, if this is meant to be highly aggressive, close range type stuff, then Zimmermans are like the way to go. These are fucking great. Yeah. Alright, if we have the missile launcher on the back and a cannon, this is definitely pretty epic sauce indeed. Mixing texture kicks with Zims is fucking nutty, man. Gonna hop in the nest and see what you can do with it. Gotcha. Very heat. Alright, so if we're going max close range, we're switching to Javelin. That's just no good for a close range missile launcher of what we need it to be. We could go 6 cell or 10 cell. Definitely don't care about the weight. I just want more reload. Yeah, we'll go 6 cell. For nah. 3,000 damage on a kick, Jesus Christ. Or 2,000 basically. Or a direct hit anyway. That's fucking nuts. Gotta love heavy kicks, man. Damage can be nutty. Yeah, 3,500 on direct hit kick. That's... oh my god. Although, it's around that extra damage. Probably the ramped up damage from these Zims as well, right? Let's see. Yeah, 2,100 actually. Okay. Yeah. That's fucking still nuts. Oh yeah, looking like we got ourselves another Requiem indubitably. Active homing missile is more in line with the original, applying constant pressure. Yeah, but if you're going to be so close to range, your missile isn't really going to do a whole lot. It's going to overshoot and be very dodgeable. By the time it comes back around, it's going to either detonate or hit something. Although firing it out and then going in for the kick and stuff like that can be very mighty, most indefinitely. Although if we're going to be so close range, we want all of our weapons to just match that. So we're just absolutely shredding them. And this missile launcher is going to come back, use some nice keep the stagger. Either way, our missiles aren't going to be huge for it, but you know, epic stuff. Plus, the active home missiles take a minute to come back, which is not so great. But, you know. Split. Split missiles are also really good for medium to close range. We could go with the, what's it called? The dual missile launchers. These are a mixture between split and vertical. So they go out to the side and then, they go to the side and up and then come down, which makes them pretty hard to dodge and very accurate. These can be decent at close range, but are better at medium. But based on, honestly, with how much they're going to be trying to stay away from us, this isn't actually so bad. Reloads faster, does more damage. Yeah, let's rock with these. Turrets? Definitely not. If the turrets stayed with you, maybe. But they stay where you put them, and they don't deploy very fast. For my build, I would just want to see if I can get my arm weapons to be better variants. Gotcha, gotcha. We'll see what we can do. Other splits, yeah. The actual split missiles, though, are just kind of not the best for our closer ranges. These split verticals are actually sick for what we're doing. I mean, any missile can work in any range. It's just which ones are better. And from experience, these ones are dope. Alright, a little less health because we're a change of our head, but only by not much. And we're chilling. Only by like 50. Fuck yeah. Higher everything else. Very epic indeed. Alright, next up. I don't know who's in the queue, so will the real Slim Shady please stand up? First come, first serve. If you have a build, let's take a look. Oh god. Hey Green, got any tips for reliably landing stun baton? Just like any other melee, just break stagger first. Or if you're trying to use a charge, although honestly, I don't know if the charge scales with Konkaku. It probably doesn't, given the lance doesn't, but I think other melees do, so maybe it does. Let's check. Let's theorycraft. Also, the best way to land these stun batons is to not use it. It's to use its better variant, the dagger. No, but let's see if the charge attack scales with Konkaku. 'Twas me, that dropped your build. Alright, you did. Nice. Very good, very good. Where can I submit mine? I want to throw in one of my first builds and see what you do with it. Oh yeah, Crow, we'll get to you for sure, mate. Sorry. You can either just wait until we finish our next Requiem, or, yeah, our next build, and then paste all the information in the comments, just like everyone else's, or you can go to the most recent Requiem video and post your build there in the comments, and then I can just, use my phone, go check it, stuff like that, rebuild it here. Either one works. It's all about what you wish to do. Alright, so let's see if this scales. So Konkaku, reach 600. 600 like 50. Yeah, 660. Wow, okay. Which is not very high, which makes me think that it does not. Although we are heavy boys, so maybe. It actually does, it seems. Only reaching 500 as a max. Alright, so if you want to land stun baton, run Konkaku booster. Because it actually does scale with the speed of your charge attack. Hell yeah. There you go. There's your tip. Or just stun them and then use it. Either one. Sounds good. You prep yours for in here? Gotcha. Oh, and the pulse armor indeed. Oh, but of course. Alright, let's build your build real quick, like, shall we? Alright. Buried, indeed. It's really inconsistent. Like, after a kick stagger, sometimes I'd catch him. I see. Sometimes not. Yeah, kick staggers are kind of iffy. Because if, like, I don't know if it actually is, because if your kick does too much damage, it might damage them after the actual stagger in a way. Because if you do any damage to them when you, what's it called? You stagger an opponent. If you do any damage that's not a stagger extension, like a shotgun shot or a punch, they will get out of the stagger faster. So it can kind of, doing too much damage before you're actual punished can kind of cuck you. So it kicks into stagger can be a little iffy because your recovery time from your kick can also make up the difference between whether you land or not. So dodging after actions like that to cancel the recovery can always be most epic. Alright, so VP44D head. One of the big three. We gotta love it. Oh, what else? Lamp parts for the rest. Ooh, lightest boy indeed. Lamborghini. We love a good old lamb build. A Lamborghini build. Alright. Dual Fasan. Ooh, we got ourselves a Fasan build. Lamb Fasan, always goated. Alright, dual facade. Dual little gems. I see, I see. I think I have a similar build, although it was LCS's, and one with the facades I was playing around with, so this should be good. Dual little gems. What else can we rock for innards to make this all work? And Jab Booster and Gen and Walt. Alright, alright, alright. And Pulse Armor, indeed. Alright, here he is. Save him up. And continue on. Continue forward. Alright, have a good one there, Zane. Alright, the build I just wrote down, I think, was mid-game. My first ever playthrough. Hell yeah, dude. We always love our first playthrough builds. Still remember mine. It was fucking... it was pretty dope. I more or less made a kind of at the time meta issue was double Songbirds, double fucking Zim on like a snail body. Very oppressive build, indubitably. Not to know that it was so good that it was still even solid in PvP. Not very good anymore, obviously, but at the time it was pretty overwhelming power. Because not many people knew how to play around heavyweights at the time. Like the first like real meta build that was like notorious in this game's history was double miniguns, double stun needles on a tank. Because no one really knew how to rat a tank or range them well. So they just got fucking absolutely blasted. But obviously that is not exactly the meta anymore, at least when it comes to tanks. Most meta tank you'll see is double box missiles, double LCBs. Or just overall lasers. Always a good time. Let me know when I'm good to put it in. Gotcha, gotcha, for sure. Alright, let's test out this boy. Double facade, double little gems. Now, preferably, I want to change up the gems to something better, or just the parts are more durable. Always a good time. But let's see what we can and can't do. So we become overburdened if we try to change these at all, which makes sense. What else can we do? What else can we do to make this better? So our current load is pretty non-changeable. Our booster, I wouldn't really want to change in general. Waltz is great. Let me think. Not too much room for optimization here, as it's pretty niche. Oh, they even spawned the enemy. There we go. I summon ye. There you are. Both land stun the trainer AC. Actually, you know what we could do? To guarantee more actual stun power. Because whenever you hit a roadblock, you just gotta change it up a little bit. I know I made a build like this before. Double Runsetsu's, double facades, I believe. On lamb legs. What did I change to make it really work? Wasn't the boosters. Wasn't the FCS. Maybe the Gen. It's almost not possible. Yeah, so word burden's our only problem. We could go ahead, I guess, but... Lamb head's the only one light enough. That's pretty funny. Usually have no problems with landing the butt blade after a kick. Stagger plus Zim extended, but for the stump baton, they just fly off. I do not know why that would be the case. Alright, so if we change this, imagine we can't change this to anything else. What about our arms? Jailbreak arms, let's go. All else. Right, something like this could be very fucking neat, as Rinsetsus themselves are just great for stagger range, all that good stuff. You know, we get more consistent stagger build-up versus you shooting out your bazookas, and then they just dodge both, and then it's like, oh well, guess I gotta keep waiting until I can shoot them out again and hopefully hit stagger. So basically, if you took this and fought itself with it, this would be able to dodge the rockets way better. Although it'd be very costly to keep dodging these rounds of the Rinsetsus over and over, as you're gonna run out of energy pretty quickly. But if you dodge a rocket, then you're chilling for a while. You don't have to worry about it. You probably get your energy back by the time it reloads. Oh, that's always a good time. So I think this loadout itself would perform much better. And I wonder if this is exactly what mine looked like when I was making it. I tried to make like this exact type thing. It was Rinsetsu's, Fasan, lamb legs. I'm sure it has to look exactly like this. I wonder if I still have it. Let's see. Do you have room for a Harris on that? I didn't see. I tried doing Harris before I changed the head, and it didn't work. Although maybe now? Nah, overburdened. Yeah, too heavy. Could go Curtis. But still, double Rinsetsu's just epic. Plus, the less... If I had to go with charge attacks or stoppage shots like bazookas and stuff like that, or charged attacks, it would definitely be Harris's as their travel time is heat, which helps us a lot. However, can't run it exactly on this. Could do Curtis, but, you know, not worth it at that rate. I'd rather do either Harris or nothing. If I couldn't do the Harrises, I would run these for that consistent build-up indeed. But I want to see. Do I have it? I have this one. I don't know if this was the experimental one that was that one and tweaked to this, but oh no, here he is. This is one I had before. But I must have changed it to javelins and stuff like that. I see. But yeah, no. Alright. Yeah, with this, can't really change anything else. Everything's pretty much locked in. You could go jailbreak. Alright, that's pretty much it. One change the booster, one change the waltz. Stuff like that. We're a little less durable now that we've changed our head. But hey, man. We got some fucking killer weapons out of it, so I say it's worth it. You could always rock overburden, but that's just not that great. What's it called? Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't you? Oh, don't you not stop when shooting charge shots like Harris's and Tetra? Yeah, no. What I'm talking about, I say I don't like that. Yeah, when you're hovering as Tetras, or hell, you're just moving around normally, you don't actually stop to fire the weapons. But what I don't like is if the enemy dodges, they only need to dodge like once or twice at most to get out of it, to dodge it itself, dodge the fire attack, or dodge the attack itself, which burns some energy. And then I'm on cooldown. I'm on reload, which is not great. But with these, you have to keep dodging if you don't want to keep on getting hit. The uptime is not as much damage, but the uptime is much higher, which means you're burning more energy. You know what I mean? No, you're all good, mate. I didn't explain, so it's all good. It's all good, brother. But yeah, no. Like, if this build with this loadout versus the other one, the previous, as Requiem usually goes, this would only have to dodge once to twice to dodge the rockets or the bazookas, while the other would have to dodge a lot more if it didn't want to keep on getting hit, which means it's going to burn a lot of energy. And hell, use a little bit of so whenever you move around in different ways, like forward to the side, stuff like that, you move faster while hovering. And because of that, it's a fast enough motion that it disrupts the FCS tracking. So say an enemy's shooting at me from the ground. Hell, might be able to do it. Explain it with the trainer AC. If I like keep moving forward to like the side, it's a little tricky as I'm not the most adept with it. But if we keep moving around a lot, I'm not even dodging. But let's see, yeah. See, bro, he's just missing a lot of shots. Missiles have a good time, but you know. You know, what's it called? Yeah, we're moving around fast like that. Like, we're moving faster than we're moving to the side, moving back, moving forward, stuff like that. If you kind of keep up that sporadic movement, you're basically it's counting like a dodge action, much like whenever you jump, or you jump with reverse joints, stuff like that. Disrupts the what's it called? The FCS of the enemy. So I could even just move around in those type of ways to dodge the rockets versus just burning tons of energy dodging. But you know, either way, I'd have to dodge less to get away from those charge attacks versus the constant pressure of these weapons. That was even a charge attack. Oh. Yep. Alright, this should be Requiem indeed. A little adjustment to the weapons. Indubitably. Let's give it a paint and move on to the next build. Which I believe next build's from Crow. Potentially. So we lost a decent amount of AP and stability. In fact, a considerable amount, but our weapons are much better for it. Which means a lot more likelihood of victory, which is always epic. Alright, next up, indeed. Indeed. What haveth we? And of course, we have our Vesper to take a look at for Reforged, as we only have 3 Vespers left, 2 of which being Freud and Snail. We're just gonna do, what's the other one, dude? Hawk something. Tetra Boy. We're gonna do him before we do those 2, because those 2 are like the big boys, the grand finale mans. Hell yeah, thank you, Greenie. Hell yeah, brother. And a time. Alright, yep, Crow it is. For a sec, I thought you were doing a double take on Blood Rush. I see. Not quite yet, my good sir. Just getting ourselves a basis, a bipedal basis. Alright, if Crow, there's Crow, yo. Hey Green, you forget about me? Definitely not. In fact, we're waiting for you right now. If you have your build, feel free to share it. Share it, all that. Indeed. Let us see thou build indubitably. Dual Curtis, interesting. I imagine what we might switch these to. Moonlight Redshift and Earshot. Very heat. Moonlighter C3 head. What else we got? Moonlighter C3. Lander legs. Lula Ocelis. Kushi. Pulse armor. Alright, alright, alright. You had a build like this? Ah, I gotcha. But you're saying earlier you're a delivery boy OP? Have you not been in PvP since for a while? And it's hard to, I see, decipher a meme from truth. Delivery boy, very not good. I am definitely memeing. Delivery boy works on people who don't know how to fly. Don't know how to fly. More like don't know how to move. Delivery boy, very bad. It follows the trend of vertical missiles, which are not very good. The only vertical missiles that are good in the game are those of which that are not kinetic, so plasma vertical. Because it actually has like a detonation AoE. If vertical or normal, yeah, normal explosive vertical missiles had more detonation range, kind of similar to the Delivery Boy, they'd be actually pretty good. But you know, Delivery Boy, very not good. One of the worst weapons in the game. In fact, that's another thing. I've been planning on making a video of like 5 of S tier weapons, the best weapons in the game, and also like 5 of the worst weapons in the game. Maybe do a general overall tier list, but we shall see. You being generous, You figured, which is why you're confused for a bit. I see, I see. Yeah, no. But in all seriousness, the Delivery Boy is in need of a desperate nerf. It is too good on too many builds, and it is going to kill the game. They must put an end to it now, before it gets too out of hand. The Delivery Boy, the Cunt, are OP, and the Stun Baton. You put all those on a build, and you will be ran out of town for being a meta slave. Alright. So a build like this, double Curtis is neat. Obviously don't need to use the charge attacks, although it's pretty heat. Oh my god. The impact is decent, but the cumulative impact, not very so. Normal attack fire rate's dope, but the recoil is fucking... Oh man, it's kind of nutty. So what we're going to do, upgrade these Rensetsus. So we're going to lie on their normal shot, be Epic Sauce with it. This will also allow us to upgrade the arms to Basho, get more damage out of our melee. Core, what's our looking? 350 speed right now, not bad. We'll go to Alba then. Head, we'll go to 44D. For earshot, we'll just switch that over to the Quan G or Majestic, based on what our speed's looking like by the end. Oh, what else? What else? What else? Legs, either like Mind Alpha or something other. Yep. We could go SPD, given how not close range. Yeah, SPD. Celis. Actually, shit, with Basho arms. We actually don't need. Yeah, never mind. What I'm talking about. Kushi, not bad. Could we run VP20C? Could. Not as much capacity though. Speed's nice, but not necessary. Pulse armor, yeah, not needed. Alright, what are y'all saying? Watch out for pitchforks. Indeed. Pitchfork's kind of nutty. The mob is coming. Alright. Alright, so 350 speed. Fucking Epic Sauce. Yeah. It should work very nicely. Because now you can kind of just use your bazooka literally whenever to get some nice initial stagger, kill some energy with some dodges, all the cool stuff. Get your range, light them up, pop the stagger, use the melee. Now you're going to get damage. And because of the recoil, these rifles being so low, we can run them with the Basho arms, so that despite the arms having pretty low recoil control itself. Yeah. All in all is Epic Sauce. Hell yeah. What about explosive thrower? Explosive thrower is heat, but it's not as long range as the moonblade or moonlight. It's definitely more of a close quarters weapon. Because Harris's are also dope. But we are running this. Plus, the explosive thrower will make us have to stand still more often. Less weapons to make us stand still, the better. We do have 2, which is rough, but that's alright. Harris is beautiful. Harris is dope. I love Harris explosive thrower into any melee. It's good. It's good. Or even like charge pulse blade into Harris into another melee, like a pile bunk, stuff like that. It's always good times. Gotcha. You love the double Rensetsus? Aye, they are most epic sauce indeed. Alright, now that we're 5 speed over our 50, we can actually probably go with the Viral Head. Indeed we can. Only losing 1 little speed. Very nice. Quick boost speed only 320. That's actually surprisingly low, but I mean, when we're using natural evasion anyway. Range and all that good stuff, don't exactly need it. Yeah, looking good, man. Looking good. Sony. Feel like you can run a Sentai over Hakushi. We'll see how fast we get. If we lose too much speed, it's not going to be worth it. The thing about Hakushi is it's pretty damn solid for its weight. Sentai, yeah, no. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely not. Air speed drops by a significant bit. Not the worst thing, but still. The worst thing, though, is our current Ian load is going to be, like, pretty much right there at shortfall, which means our regeneration is going to be slow as fuck, man. It's not like we need heavy capacity either on a build like this. We're not going to be spam boosting a whole lot. We're going to be relying on our backpedaling speed and stuff like that to get around. As well as SPD's assault boost is pretty high and its consumption is pretty high. Which means you're going to be assault boosting pretty nice speed and for a long time before you run out, which is always good as well. Very good for running away. And of course our rifles, everything we have, our whole kit works at medium range. That's even more distance we don't need to worry about dodging until they get close. If they are close by build, that is. Just medium range, it's all about whoever has the more durable AC and better weapons. Indubitably. Alright, let's paint him up. Boom, bang chillin'. Faster, stronger, better. We are better. Alright, next up. You have a fresh build out of the workshop? Hell yeah, we'll have to take a look for sure. We will have to take a bill of looks indeed. Indubitable. Alright, I'm up. Indeed, Lord. Let us see your build. Indubitably. Also, either starting this week or next week, I'm going to be trying to double up on content and stuff like that. Maybe 2 Requiems and Reforges a week, stuff like that. Go even harder. I want to for sure do my best to make YouTube a full-time, like, actual job, you know? It would be fucking awesome. Alright, Rensetsu. And is that the Balaam G2 Multi 04? I'm guessing. Dual Balaam 10. Gotcha. Oh, overshot. No, I didn't. There we go. Missiles in the back, Wrecker Head, VP 40s. Alright. See Wrecker Head. Yeah, there it is. VP 40s. Bashuams. Very neato. Bashuams, Brick Chicken. Oh boy. Got ourselves a reverse joint build. Let's go. Lula Booster, Abbott or Abbot, And the small coral gen. Assault armor. There he is. I feel like I've seen a lot of builds that look like this. It's pretty dope aesthetic. I do love it. A lot of spring chicken and wrecker ahead. Very goofy, but very cool. Also, that build was a pain to make because it's from AC3. Gotcha. Got one more build in me to show. Gotcha, gotcha. Before we call it a night. I am very interested indeed. Very interested indeed. Alright. Let's see what we can do with this boy. Alright, alright, alright. All these missiles scream pretty close range. Hell, the whole build is close range because of our FCS. Might as well go full in it with the Ocellus. If you don't have the Ocellus, that's why I'm not using it. Just complete more of the, what's it called, combat logs and stuff like that to unlock it, I believe. It's either combat logs or it's in a chest in New Game Plus Plus. That's one or the other. Which I do have a video that I made a while ago, showcasing where everything is in more or less chronological-ish order, which is epic sauce. But yeah. Yeah, this was mid-game as well. Ah, getcha. That's right, this was an early build. Alright. If we're gonna be so close range, Call. You know what? Yeah, okay. So staggered missiles, huh? Or impact and missiles. We could run double Zim, double box missiles. And that could be kind of nuts. Depends on the reload synergy. I'm gonna take a look. We'll handle the parts once we get to the loadout, indeed. Sending screenshot of a build pics or specs for easier showing. Wrist acting up. Gotcha. Yeah, if you're in the Discord, feel free to share it in there. Alright, let's see what the synergy itself is between these. So say you start the combat, you fire at your missiles, maybe assault in with your Zims, either way. Zims. We get 2 Zim shots off before these come back. That's not too bad. That's not bad. It's pretty solid. Alright, now. PP44D head for a nice in between. What's our natural speed before? Around like 310, basically. So slow we're gonna be. Alright, upgrade these. Lula for sure. Ocellus for sure. Bigger coral gen. Although we could probably run Santai. Kinda. Yeah, kinda. Pulse. Zims. Yes. Viral. And I believe that's around the same speed of 310, what we were before. Yep, we were indeed at 310. So we didn't lose much health. We gained a lot more other stats. And our weapons have a little more of a synergy, rocking with them. Very heat, very aggressive, very kick-oriented, very burst, which helps with their kicks. Hell yeah. We're actually on Santa, which is also sick. Hell yeah. Very simple, but very strong, very effective indeed. I can see this build doing pretty well in the PvP area. And PvE. We do it all. Alright, next. Oh, let's delete that. That would have been heat. Alright, next up, indubitably. Very well, thank you. Hell yeah. Or very good. Very nice. Thank you indeed. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing your build. Hell yeah, brother. Alright, next up, bring your build, brother. Here it is. Harris, Javelin Alpha, Fasan, Trino. Gotcha. Harris, Javelin Alpha. For the heat. Fasan. Trino. Very heat for your heat. PP 44D head. Mind Alpha Core. And Hal. Arms. Wait, did it? Mind Alpha, Hal. Wait. Four to four arms. Better say. Hold up. Hal arms. Yep. 4-4 legs. Oh, okay. Okay. I see you. Yeah, Tetra legs. Gotcha. Gotcha. Our NGI, Walt NGI. Very heat. There he is. Arquebus parts causing confusion everywhere that we go. Aye, indeed. Alright, here we go. Alright, it's gonna be pretty heat. A wide variety of weapons. Yes, says yes. Alright. So I imagine that the synergy is very much charge of these. Charge of this. And of this. And that. This damblage. Sweet damblage. Bones. It's pretty heat. Ooh, this is my kind of Tetra. Anything with Tetra legs and Javelin Alpha is amazing. It is pretty nice. That's a pretty good nickname. I like it. It is pretty heat. Alright, let's see. How can we make this more effective? Well, I think switching this to explosive thrower. I mean, although we kind of kill our medium range, although we're Tetra, so we're gonna do great with close range of our heavy anyway. So that'd be nice. Neutrinos take so long to come back. Because in this we could do something like this. We could charge Harris, explosive thrower into Harris. We'll instantly stun for the most part. Boom. Thing is, we have two great direct hit weapons, that being the Javelin and the Fasan. Although I'd take the Fasan over the Javelin. Actually, which one does do more damage overall? Wabadoo. Alright, 380, or 38. Oh, shit, double swapped. Spamming it so much. Alright, it's gonna kill this guy. 3,800 damage. What'll this do? This might do a little less, I'd imagine. I don't want charging that up. Alright. $34. Alright, so yeah, a little less damage. With that said, we don't exactly need the Javelin Alpha as our direct hit boy. We can instead go with something with a little more natural damage, or maybe a faster reload like the Quan Ji. The much, well, not much, but significantly faster reload, and it's lighter, which is always nice. Which will allow us to just use it way more often in or outside of stagger, which is always dope. Then we just rely on our direct hit punish being the Fasan. And we can still use the Quan Ji indeed. Fasan does have advantage because of still target full damage of plasma field. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm counting the full field. I mean, you land a charge Fasan on direct hit, and the whole AoE hits. Does more damage than an earshot, which is great. Although it needs to be the charge shot. And it comes back, it reloads faster than the earshot, but it takes a little bit to obviously charge it up depending on your gen. So in theory, it's faster and stronger than the earshot, but only if the full AoE lands. Now, is the if we land all of this, like what's it called? Stun them into Fasan and then into the Javelin. If that's a true combo, that'd be nice, but it may not be an actual true combo, or even because there's like actual true combos and then there's like netcode true combos. What I mean by that is like charged Pulse Blade, which gives up a mini stun into Dodge Harris. You dodge and then you fire off the Charge Harris. That's a true combo in PvP for the most part. However, in perfect connection, so against AI, the AI can actually get out of it. You won't get the Harris after the hit of the blade, unlike in PvP where you mostly land it. So that's kind of a true combo. But other things that are more or less guaranteed true combos, kick into hammer, that plasma throw, you kick someone and then you dodge and hammer. That's more or less a true combo no matter what. Stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the distance you get with these legs on hover is great, but it's not too far from the Viral. True, honestly, love plasma weapons, damage, and aerial. Yeah. And the fact that the plasma goes under like pulse armor and stuff like that, if you hit it right, is neat. I don't think it should be in the game. At least I don't know if it's intentional. If so, why? That's a little too much, I think. Any weapon that like just absolutely fucks over someone for using their expansion is just not exactly the most balanced of things. But I could see it not being intended. We'll have to see with any future patches, which I think will be the 17th of next month, May, so we'll see. Would a grenade launcher work better than Quan Ji for the mid-air burst? Nah. Grenade launchers are neat, but yeah, no, the Quan Ji, what the Quan Ji has over like any other bazooka, despite being like heavier than the Majestic and doing a little less damage, the reload is way better. The reload to damage is fucking great. And on Tetra, we don't have to stand still. It's incredibly great. So yeah, with this loadout, the synergy could be fucking mighty. You're out fucking about, get some initial stagger, to more or less guarantee your stagger break. Always epic. Yeah. The fact that you don't even like stand still for charge attacks with Tetra even when you're not hovering is great. You slow down a little bit on bazookas, but yeah, it's great. Having a lot of charge attacks also means you can kind of fly forever. So say we go wicked high up, we dodge, run out of energy. Oh no, we're falling. Shoot the charge shot. Shoot the charge shot. Now we have all our energy back. We're flying infinitely. That's why it's a good time. Now let's optimize the parts. Now that we have like the main gimmick flow of weaponry, let's see what we can do for these. Indubitably. So 380 is going to be our main speed. Quick boost speed 330. At least that's what it's reflecting here. Definitely not true when it comes to our actual speed. We're going much faster when hovering, which is another interesting thing I kind of wish they would change and add for quality of life, is show the actual unique leg speeds. Because if you're on a wheelchair and you're moving around, it's a different speed than what's actually being displayed as your boost speed. It's like a 0.30% increase and stuff like that. Same with hovering and yada yada, and boost speed when hovering. So it'd be nice if it actually reflected that in the stats, or they give you another stat for your unique leg trait, but that's just a quality of life thing they could add. Alright, arms. We'll upgrade to the ephemera, as we only lose a little bit of anti-kinetic, or a little bit of kinetic defense, but we gain much more health, and explosive energy defense. And most people use energy anyway, so that's great. Arms upgraded, legs. We might just end up going with the Viral anyway because we don't lose much speed, but we'll test. We'll test between the different natural movement speeds as well. Keep the Waltz, Coral, Pulse, weapons. Upgrade the head to the Viral because we might as well. Probably keep the core. Now I want to see the natural speed and boost speed of these legs when hovering. So when hovering, we're at 304 speed. Very nice. Dodge speed, 600. Damn. Alright, so exceeds 600. Switch to the Viral legs. So from 3.4 to 269. Not very fast at all. But same boost speed pretty much. Exceeds 600. And our distance is still fucking goated. Wabadoo! See, that's not bad. Plus, loss of speed isn't huge, but our durability is fucking huge. It's good times. You like the build there, CJ? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Weapons, our builds with 4 unique weapons are often pretty interesting. You also have another lemon monster. You wish for me to take a peek at, and assist. Gotcha. I do use Viral legs if they. I see. Hey man, they're pretty cool, man. Yeah, we only lose a little bit of base movement speed, but our quick boost speeds can be the same anyway, so I think it'd be worth it. And now our kicks do a lot more damage because we're heavier, which is always good. Hey Green, if you have time, I'll send you my fresh build. Still hot for you to mess around in your forge. I'm down for this indeed. Alright, let's give it our Requiem colors and be on to the next. Boom, bing chillin'. Bing chillin'. Yeah, no, I wish these medium weight Tetra legs just had a little bit more of a. Either just had like better overall speed when hovering, like just had more uniqueness to them. Because right now they're just outshined everywhere. In pretty much every way in terms of speed by the Lamb Gyre. And if you go for this and you build on these, because Lamb Gyre can't pack too much muscle on, chances are you might just end up switching to the Viral, like in this case, as you don't lose much and you gain a lot. Which is unfortunate. They should have more unique traits to make them shine above the others in their own way. Maybe we'll see some changes based on how little people use them. Maybe FromSoft will be like, alright, we know what we must do. People are just skipping over them, either using the Viral or the Lamborghini. But yep, whoever has a build, we shall now take a look at. Indeed, feel free to share. Crew, if you want to share your build, feel free. Forgive me if I am accidentally skipping over someone. I don't remember the queuing line. But if any of you have a build, feel free to share. We will take a look. Take a look. Indeed. Incredibles. What away. Wow. I agree. I would agree. I think just me here on build. Crow has some more builds. I gotcha. Yeah, if you have a build for us to take a look, feel free to share. And we should take a look. And we should build it. This guy. Oh yes, of course. Alright, Zimmerman, butt, laser lance. Oh boy. Alright. Zimmerman. Zibuti. The laser lance. No, shoot. 6 cell. Hell yeah. Good old reliable. What else we got? Alba head. Mind Alpha core. Bash your arms. Mind Alpha legs, eh? Good old reverse joint boy. Lula, Walt, BP20C. Walt, eh? Alright. You're to send yours in via Discord? Gotcha. This is your last build for the day? Gotcha. Let's take a look. Always good to have a double melee reverse joint. True. Hey man. But yeah, you can share your build anytime in here or Discord. I'll be sure to check out Discord here in a second. Alright. Interesting. So I imagine it's what, Lance, Zim into Blade? Or I guess otherwise, it could work either way, but yeah. Not reverse joint, forgot about that. Oh, what is it? Which legs? Mind Alpha legs? What legs are they, my friend? What? Oh, Mind Alpha legs. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright. Recovering from shattered hand. Trying to help recoup, but trying to keep to a minimum. Gotcha. Yeah, man. You do what you gotta do. Alright. So I imagine the synergy of this build is Lance into Zim into Butt. No stagger. And missiles just for, extra damage. Am I correct? Is that the gimmick of the build? What up? He did. Now, overall weapons, I wouldn't really change a whole lot. They're actually fucking goated, good sir. Lance is a punish. It is a punish. But is it the punish? I don't know, man. What up? I feel like you'd be able to land Lance a little more, get more staggered outside of staggered, but then again, Lance is very inconsistent. How much we get off the chart shot? Badoo. Pow. Not bad. Pow. You burn so much energy doing the lance. God damn. Alright. Alright. I'll get you. Let's see here. What can we do for this then? If that's the case, you probably get... Yeah, okay. This is what we'll do. Charge Harris. Switch the head to VP44D. Keep the core, keep the arms, probably keep the legs. Switch the booster to Kankaku. As I'm thinking that boosts the charged speed, right? Let's see. 700. Exceeding 700 anyway. Yeah, 500. So it does. Very nice. Kankaku. With that, you basically go boom. Boom. You should be chilling on that front. That should be chilling. Do your magic, green. I do. I should do mine magic. What? It's a little out of order, but hey, fuck it. We ball. There's despite this butt into what's it called? Harris not necessarily supposed to be a true combo, or at least against AI they tend to be able to react and dodge out of it. Players do not, whether that's because of netcode or other than that. It's just the speed of which ROSLS reassesses if their dodge distance isn't mighty enough, or just connection being a bugger. Netcode is netcode. Yeah, the Kankaku is pretty much necessary for closing distance. Make sure you land the charge shot outside of stagger, and they can't just dodge it. And yeah, it's fucking dope. It's good at distance as well. There's our natural speed, not very fast now, but our dodge speed or our melee is fucking great. But wow. We can do this all without fucking, what's it called? Changing our booster quite, or our gen anyway, which we're gonna definitely need to change it to maybe Santai? We can barely run Santai. What's a regen looking like with such a close EN? Reload's looking good too, wow. Regen speed isn't so shabby. Not so shabby indeed. Greetings, sir. My internet went down. What did you change on my build again? Yes. Indeed. What did I change in your build? We'll take a look. We'll take a look indeed. Only 270 base speed. It's not great. 310 boost speed, which isn't horrible, but yeah, no, our melee is definitely where we're going to get our main speed out. Yeah, something like this can definitely work very, very well indeed. It's for the Requiem class indeed. Surprised you didn't change the legs? Hey man, these legs are goated. Goated on the fucking sauce, man. Although I could see us working on a lighter frame just for more evasion when we're not in our melee, but at the same time, we're using a lance, so it's a little risky getting that close and stuff like that. Although I suppose if we guarantee it with the blade, it won't matter, but still want to have a bit of chunk. Can definitely work. Alright. 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 What's next? Whom's next? What will we be doing? Whom's build? I indubitably. Whom has a build for us to upgrade? Yo, hero indeed. Oh, Tristan beat you to it. Dual Harris. Damn, Harris is getting a lot of love today. Single split missile. Just a single buy. Alright, what's next? Is a ugly Harris monster you made? Nice. Alright, a single split missile launcher, duo 03. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Well, there's actually two duo. Oh no, yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. What else? Alba head, knock chest. Ephemeral arms, lamb legs. Lamborghini. NGI booster, of course. Walt FCS, yes sir. And NGI Gen. Hell yeah. And the GOAT expansion. You mean PP? Pulse protection? PP is the best, man. Man, I wish I'd make scan more beneficial to PvP, like a boost to lock on so many cool heads that never get used. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, that's another thing I was talking to Hopeless about when we're doing our podcast type stuff. Which we'll do more official, and I'll be streaming my perspective of it as well soon. But yeah, we're talking about like just how scan just like pretty much it's neat, it's there, it's nice to know where the enemy is at all times, but it's just not that much of a crucial stat that you're necessarily watching out for. All the other heads have like decent scan anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, it'd be nice. We're talking about what else it could like add, and I was thinking about like maybe it could give you stats on the enemy whenever you scan them, like you see their exact amount of health, maybe their overall aptitude stability, so you know how much you'll have to do to actually break it, you know how much have it, you know exactly how much of it is left. So you go by eye of health and stab on their screen, but you can also see the exact stats of how much they actually have. Other stats of like maybe their actual speed, their boost speed, stuff like that. Pretty much a scan to get more information on them. Things that more like veteran players don't necessarily need, but something that newer players could use to like in the actual combat clock in on what their enemy's doing and what they're capable of to like, you know, engage with that. I think that could be pretty neat. A way to make it worth more than it is right now without making it completely broken or something completely different. Just a scanning of the enemy, getting some analytics. Damn, we about filled up half of the damn folder for this section. That's fucking heat. Let's see what we got here. Should be pretty heat. Should be pretty nice. Yep, pulse protect is a must keep. True. It's a mainstay of the build, unfortunately. I understand. Gotta have the PP, man. Gotta have that PP. Scan does extend lock-on range by a bit, methinks. Maybe. Never really tested it, so I'm not too sure, but it could. It could indeed. Could be useful for missiles, stuff like that. All I'm sure is it just, you know, makes sure you can lock on enemies through walls. It's also not like a full 360 like bubble, it's just a cone in front of you. Little, you know, misinformative in how it looks. Looks like a big bubble extending from you, but yeah, it's just what it's in front of you. So if the enemies are behind me and I scan, I'm not going to lock onto them. Unless I'm looking in their general direction, which is kind of goofy, but it is what it is, I suppose. But yes. Alright, for this boy. So yep, I imagine just getting your medium range fucking launch missiles in either normal shots or charge heresies. Stun them, let the missiles land for sure. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. Although if we're going for more... the heresies are dope. They are pretty epic. Or Recoil can't really handle them too... No, it handles alright. You just kind of can't... That's the thing about recoil. If you shoot the weapons at the exact same time, usually the recoil of just the one will count. Although it doesn't seem to be as prevalent anymore, or at least when the recoil is so high on weapons. Yeah, we can handle the recoil just fine. Too shabby. Alright. So the heresies, they're pretty heat. You can use them. I recommend Rensetsu. Well, Rensetsu overall for just more consistent normal firing damage, but having the charge shots of the heresies is it's nice, and we can afford it, so we might as well. I'm going to try to upgrade this to the javelin now. Okay, yeah, it seems like if we want to upgrade our shoulder mounts, we're going to have to downgrade these in terms of weight, so the chest I think is going to become Rensetsu's either way. Because javelin's just fucking so good on a build like this. In fact, if we could run... Double javelin is pretty nice, but it's not that necessary. Having something a little faster would be neat as well. Keep the duos, or we could stack up on splits. We'll see which we can actually get away with once we switch up our parts a little bit. Bastio for weight in the end. Which is actually enough to keep these. Well, it's kind of fucking heat. Although now we can't have the recoil of our weapons, so we're going to have to switch these to Rensetsu's. Now we can. Now we're chilling. Keep the core. Upgrade the head. If we can, which we can. We do go to the Viral. That's fucking heat. Inner parts. Wouldn't change them. What else can we do? Couldn't change the core to nothing, huh? Oh wow, we can actually upgrade it here. Health loss isn't really worth it though. Decent amount of stability though. Yeah, but the health loss isn't really worth it. Alright, can we go with any type of stronger missile? Active home missile would actually be pretty not so bad. Having those out constantly is fucking kind of nutty. Quicker reload too. Yeah, fuck it. Although, longer lock on time, so we'll see how that actually plays out. Double javelin does sound pretty appealing, but having a little bit of missile variety is also nice. Let's see what these are like. Fire those out early. Yeah, I see something like this working very well indeed. Used it plenty on missile rats. The scan, yeah. I could see it. Alright, this would look pretty nice. Compared to the original, see where we lie. Alright, same speed, a little more durable, affected by quite a bit. Their missiles are much stronger. As equally as hard to evade, maybe even more. And he would call this Requiem. Alright. now, I say that's enough Requiem builds for now. Now I want to take a look at our Vesper boy. We got to take a look at, which will be Hawkins. Because we only have 3 more Vespers to take a look at, so might as well get this boy done with, so we can move on to Snail and fucking Freud. Hold up, what's good? What is the hold up, my friend? You got one more to do? Yeah. Got my build in Discord? That's true. Well, if it is in the Requiem Workshop, technically I can do it at any time. I get back to you throughout the week. Which I actually have quite a few in the Requiem Workshop. Gotta take a look at. But sure, yeah, we'll do it real quick. Let me grab my phone. We'll take a look at this lad before we go into the Vesper. Alright, let's see what we got. Also, I tested it against Snail and Volta for heavy builds, and both use similar parts from everyday builds, and it hella works. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Now that is what's up. Hell yeah. Alright. There it is. There art thou, build. Alright. The reason why is because your game went to offline mode. Yeah, that was happening to me when I tried booting up the game tonight. Earlier tonight. Set up stream. It kept on just fucking taking me the offline mode over and over. I think the servers are having a fucking time. Either that, or if you're on Xbox there, Crow, I keep forgetting if you are or not, but it might be Xbox servers, or just might be Armored Core being a fucking bitch cunt. Because that shit was happening to me earlier. Would not load into online mode, and whenever it would sign me out. I was what the fuck. But now it seems to be fine, which is nice. Just took a couple restarts. Alright, so let's see here. Ooh, Walton Moonlight Redshift. We got ourselves a coral build, eh? The Walter. I'm not Ricky Rand, you ran that, Walter. Huxley and other Moonlight. Alright. Double Moonlight build. I'm down with this. So funny that every other melee doesn't have a coral counterpart, but the Moonlight does, and I think that is pretty cool. It's fucking badass. You can basically run 2 of the same melee, which you can't do with any other weapon. It's a range melee. Alright, what else we got? Huxley, Moonlight, Alba, 46. Alright. Alba, 44, 46S or what? 46D. Melandai. Ooh, I do love me a coral build. Indeed. I do love me a coral build indeed. Gills. Man. Ocelos. In coral. Pulse armor. Yeah, it'd be cool in other armor cores if we get more like alternate generator energy types that change the color of your flames and properties of your expansions. Like I love how, coral, it's red energy, looks like weird fire, weird texture, energy, as well as it boosts the health and damage of your expansions. It'd be cool if you had other energies that had other properties, like extended their timer. Other cool stuff. Gills. Fucking gills, boy. Get that reload time on your booster, but if you don't get much distance, and it ain't worth much. But alright. We take a look. Friend asked me to make something anime as fuck. Ah, I see. Gamma generator would be funny. That would be fucking sick. That'd be sick. That'd be heat. Alright. Let's see what we can do with this boy. So we have the Waltz, despite our Huxley being more medium range. Hell, our whole thing is... Oh, no, we don't. That's Walt. We have the Ocellus. Alright, so we're close range, despite most of our weapons being medium range. Which is pretty neat. The Waltz is heat. The beam is great. But if we're going to use... Yeah, we're going to have to lighten up. Be more flexible with our weapons, so Nebula redshift is up. We can keep the Moonlights, I suppose. Huxley... I want to go more medium range. Wait, this is only a 15 recoil, right? Yeah, 15 recoil, which means... Basho arms. And with great Basho arms comes great melee damage. And with that, we're going to boosters, medium range build. Pretty much making this build like a medium range boy, because actually, fuck, Coral. Rifle isn't really a medium range weapon. It kind of can be, but it's not very good at medium range. So I tell you what, we'll go back into close range. A Lula booster, so we can close the distance. Yeah, okay, we'll keep it at close range. Huxley's not bad, honestly, for this, for sure. In fact, yeah, no, we'll keep it. Why not? Change it to head. I do think the Elba head is the drippiest of all the heads. 44D for now. We were around like 340 speed. So we'll try to stay in that kind of speed threshold, around like 340, 50. Or 30 technically would be the actual threshold closest. Or I guess 30 or 50, but it doesn't matter. We'll switch this to my alpha probably. Yeah, 45, not bad. Coral, not too shabby. Celis, yes. And then there you go. If you want to build like this, you go. Actually, probably change the Viral. Yep. Boom. There it is. There's our lad. If I got my Xbox set up and buy a C6 on my Xbox, I would send you my build with the nice color to it. Ah, very heat, very heat. That would be pretty dope. I did an arena data gauntlet against my friend. I see. Where I ran all the arena builds, starting from Remy all the way through to Freud. I see. You came to absolutely despise all the Vespers until you reached O'Keefe. I see. Yeah, they don't think they have the most epic of weaponry so far. It's pretty dope though. Albacore to boost gil efficiency with internals though. I see. I get you. I understand. Alright, how are we looking? Same exact speed. That's pretty funny. So actually, our boost speed is actually way faster. We're now at 370 boost speed, which is our quick boost speed anyway, not boost speed. That's heat. Alright. Very heat. Yeah, despite the Nebula and the Coral Rifle being, or they're both called Coral Rifles, they're not exactly, they're rifles, but they're not ranged weapons. Their Coral's projectile speed is not very fast, like plasma, not fast, aside from some charge attacks. So they're really good close range, not exactly medium. As can be shown in one of the we did a Coral build Requiem video not too long ago, me and Shattered End. We were both like so light and just dancing around each other that most of our shots didn't even land. We're just shooting at each other and moving fast enough to dodge them. It was fucking great. Had really close distance to make sure they landed. So yeah, with that said, let's hit them with the Requiem Gullas. Alright, big chillin'. Alright, now we can move on to our boa. Which V is he actually? Oh, where is he? There he is. V5. Alright. V5. Let's take a look at this one. Hopefully we get more swinging or swiping melee weapons. Like the laser sword. Yeah, that'd be cool. Hopefully we get flamethrower like melees, like fucking Balteus. That'd be sick. I've always been one of that. Even though my fight and get all the parts, it would be a grind. Indeed. It would indeed be a grind, although not take too long. I was playing this game. I was helping my buddy out. He wanted to get into this game and play, make some like cosplay builds from like Code Geass and stuff like that. At the Gurren Mark II and Lancelot. After we just watched it, the show, he showed it to me. Pretty alright show, pretty alright. But he's like, I don't want to fucking grind through the campaign and get all the parts to make it. I'm like, I got you, homie. And I just fucking spent a day. Didn't sleep. Just fucking played the game on his account to get all this shit for him real quick. Like, and honestly, it didn't take that long. Going from, at the end of the first playthrough to New Game Plus Plus, grabbing everything, didn't actually take that long. So if you just make a build like fucking double Zims, double cannons on your shoulders, and just fucking speedrun it, you're chilling. Closest thing to the Gurren arm being the bunker. Yeah, I either said the bunker or the chainsaw. The chainsaw kind of acts more like it because it's like, damn, it's like ripping and fucking destroying type shit. But the bunker does look more like it with a more like spiky aesthetic, for sure. Shoulder mounted melee weapon. Oh god, that would be pretty cool. That would be cool. Get like spider arms, like the fucking Iron Spider suit, Spider-Man. Would be fucking cool. That'd be really sick, actually. Fucking hell. A metal hollow blade. Yeah, I see. When you use burns up, and the charge would be a coral blade like swing. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I thought fucking like a physical metal sword with like the edges are like lasered, so you actually laser cut through this metal would be so fucking sick. Get a physical shield to get a whole ass knight cosplay, medieval knight. Like, that'd be cool. So much cool shit could be added to this game, man. I hope we see more excellento and interesting and unique weapons in the next installment. A fucking forearm AC. That would be sick, dude. I would fucking love that. You could have like it's just one like set of arms themselves. They're pretty big and bulky, but they split into four. Kind of like General Grievous. Exactly like General Grievous, actually. Like, that'd be so sick, dude. That'd be so cool. So much shit they could add. It'd be so nice. It'd be so neat. Alright, so let's upgrade this boy. So, this plasma rifle I usually just upgrade to the Nebula, like, every time. As the charge attack, I think it's a little bit better. The shotgun blast is nice, but yeah, no, the fire rate on this is better. Damage technically isn't as much, but the charge attack is better. Stuff like that. I think the Nebula is a better plasma alternative. Laser Blade is neat on Tetra. Isn't that bad. But the hammer is way better on Tetra. So I think we'll do that. Plus it blends with our primaries. Both are now plasma. Plus we have plasma on the shoulder. Plasma and laser. I suppose plasma and laser is the aesthetic, huh? Yeah, but fuck it. A little more plasma wouldn't hurt no one. Plus we can make now both of these laser. Because we still have our plasma and laser. Double plasma on primaries, lasers now on the back. An evolution most necessary. Because double LCS is fucking nutty. And maybe we'll upgrade these to LCDs. But maybe not. We'll see though. Head. Upgrade the barrel. Probably keep the 48 core. Because we're probably going to upgrade the core or the legs to virile anyway. Arms, ephemera. Keep the legs for now, I guess. Bristle booster, interesting. Anyways, Knights, thanks for the build. Aye, have a good one, that hero. Welcome on humble aboard, and have a good one. Alright, what are y'all? Use a behemoth build with dual Zimmerman, Pile Bunk, and Bullet Orbit. I see. Pretty solid build anyway, man. Pretty good. Maybe we should do dual melee for left and right arms. That'd be cool. This man's AI is weird when you fight him in the story. I forget when you fight him. When do you fight him? I just keep going and killing mission to mission. Is it in the ambush? Or what? I forget, man. I forget when you kill these lads. Played the campaign so many times, but couldn't tell you a whole lot. Just kind of blast through it. I think my new game is like New Game 5 or something like that. Which was a way to keep track. The ambush? Yeah, I figured it was. Very nice, very nice. Alright. Coral, for sure. What am I thinking? Interesting FCS 21A, huh? With these weapons? With a melee and a laser cannon? What the fuck? Bro is out here at that long range, despite not really having long range weapons. What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? Man's out here. Alright, Walt it is. VP20D. Nice capacity, but yeah, Coral's definitely gonna have to be where we rock. Pulse armor? Hell yeah, that's the way to go, my brother. Now, 28. Or 280 speed. For this, we go 270. Boost speed doesn't change by much. Yeah. Our core. Actually get lighter, that's kind of crazy. Quick boost and consumption goes down by quite a bit, or technically up. Our reload goes up, which is a nice contribution. Yeah, we might as well. Alright. Oh man. What a chunky lad. Alright, let's throw him against the arena version of him and see what's good. Where is he ranked? Damn, he's ranked pretty low. God damn. D rank. Yikes. The ambush mission? Yeah. It's a mission in choice. Face against red guns or yeah, ambush, yeah.
Subject AC. Reconfig.
Reconfig. Sort of sound like reconfigured or something like that, but reconfig. Reconfig. Wonder why that is. Gotta check out the lore as to all these names and stuff like that, you know? Cool. Die. Da. Hey, Ricky Ray. We do better. More flawlessly.
Main system activating combat mode.
Hamburger. Very heat.
Target destroyed. Evaluation. Well done.
Yeah, LCS carry. Someone did a video on that. With the names and whatnot. Yeah, I remember seeing a video. Yeah, kind of like, you know, like the what's it called? Went over the fucking the actual meaning of the names of, like, you know, a lot of the characters, fucking stuff like that. But like the I want to know, like, unless you're talking about something else. I know there's fucking what's it called. Yeah, the video I seen was like the fucking actual meaning of the names. So, deriving from either fucking like Balteus and the fucking yada. But I want to know like the lore names of the ACs and the characters, the Vespers and the Red Guns, and like what they mean, you know what I'm saying? So reconfig. What has he reconfigured from, exactly? What are all these parts from, you know? Did he kill a bunch of people, take them? Did he have to rebuild? You know? What's good? So it seems pretty themed, you know? He has laser and plasma, so... Reconfigured, I'd imagine, is like a bunch of different stuff, you know? Kind of like amalgamation. Could you try my build again, but with reverse joints? I mean, yeah. We'll see what can we do here. Alright, so I think we're all good here. Wow, we're actually faster than the original, despite having heavier legs and weaponry. That's crazy. That's insane. Alright. Yeah. Let's see which one. Let's see yours. Was this one? Yeah. So if we're to put reverse joints on it, what else would I change? Would I change anything? Probably not. Actually, you know what? We'll use the upgraded one as a basis. Alright, with reverse joint. So, that's the thing. With reverse joints, you want to have really good assault boost. So that fucking, you can actually land them. So with that, I'd probably change the booster over to Alula. Oh god, generator definitely to Coral. And that's pretty much all it would change, really. So just the booster and the gen, and then you're chilling. Just like a locksmith with a mix of parts, indubitably. Interesting, because the whole thing was about reverse joints themselves. But I think, yeah. Wait, why do we even have the walt? What the hell? Do we have the walt on that the whole thing? Whole time? God damn. Or Ocellus is definitely the way to go. But what's it called? Yeah. With the reverse joints, if you want to land the kicks, you want good assault boost speed, and the Alula has fucking fantastic assault boost speed. And normal thrust and quick boost thrust, which is always epic as well. So that'll be very good. And Coral Gen, not only do we kind of need it with the cranial load, but also reverse joints have great synergy. As you run out of energy, rely on your jumps to evade, as well as when you come back down from the air, you'll probably be recharged, and you keep on going, and it's good times. As the reverse joints jumps are pretty damn effective. Pretty much an extra dodge, but without costing nothing. And it's fucking dope. So yeah, that's what I'd probably run for, if you run them on reverse joints indeed. Now I'm going to load the original version and see if I have a Ocellus on it, which I don't think I do. Which you don't? Well, there you go. And there we go, like. Although honestly, I'd recommend the bipedal though. As the Kinkaku boost is just so nice. You could run Kinkaku on the reverse joints, but the loss in stability and yada yada is just kind of not it. I'm so in at Zimmerman's, I never even touch with the guns. I hear you, man. I love me some double Zims too. But the Harris into the blade into Harris is so fucking good. It can work with the Zim, but the Zims just, they have a lot of stability, but only one doesn't exactly get you super far. So having the Harris to guarantee that super staggers, oh my god, so good. Because when you're building a build to proc stagger with one weapon, stuff like that, kind of like in this combo, so it's always good to highball it off of what you get from the trainer AC, because obviously the trainer's stability isn't going to be what everyone else has most of the time. Might be less, might be more, stuff like that. I'm very bad at Harris. Nah, it ain't hard, man. You just gotta try to just charge it up, get close, get in your effective range. You want to lock on, go to fire. If they dodge, oh well. It's very fast. I got a buff in its speed a while ago last patch, so it's very fucking fast. So chances are, if you barrel stuff it, you're not gonna miss. But having other weapons to, stop them in place or make so they're dodging that and they don't have time to dodge your other Harris or they have to burn a lot of energy also helps. So yeah, kicking Usually after you kick someone, they want to dodge from you. So if you kick, charge, you have the Harris charge, kick them, they dodge, and you wait for them to dodge, and then you shoot your Harris, chances are you'll catch them off guard and hit them. Or you dodge right past them and then shoot. They'll have to look back towards you instead of focusing on dodging your incoming attack. That's also a neat tech I've seen work, which is awesome. Yeah. Also, blade into Harris is like true combo, so that's always reliable. Good times indeed. This is why I'm use Arena to face every build. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, taking a weapon or a build you're not comfortable with yet and going through a gauntlet in the arena is always a nice way to adjust to it, methinks. It's not going to be as good as the real thing in PvP, but it will definitely get you familiar, which is a great step in the right direction. Alrighty, but with all that said, we got ourselves a Requiem, we got ourselves a Reforged build. How many Requiems did we even do? We did 1... Oh, we did like 12, so that's fucking heat. That is fucking heat, dude. Lance still my punish in that build. Hell yeah, dude. You go fucking sword, Harris into Lance. There you go. Always epic sauce. In fact, it pretty much only works that way. If you try Lance first, the Harris isn't going to prolong the stagger. You'd have to bring the Zim. Yeah. 11 Requiem builds. Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. Pretty much. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, yeah, with this said, I'm gonna check if Hopeless is live, and then I'll recommend y'all over there, if so facto. Who'll be live? Oh, not tonight. Must be busy. Alright, alright, alright. Well, I appreciate y'all so very much for showing up. It means a great deal to me, of course. I'll be sure to put out the Requiem video, Reforged video, some other stuff later down this week. Some interesting times. Things are evolving, things are changing. Things are getting epic. Epic stuff indeed. Harris is amazing, but doing it as one of the hardest requirements, being heavy in energy, ineffective. Yep, it is surely a nice balance and power, but it is worth it if you can run it. Indubitably. Not too costly either. But you know. Buddies. Alright. Until next time, y'all. Till next time. Salute to you too there, Avocado. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Indubitably. Yeah. I'll see y'all later. Peace out. And remember, Requiem.